you're back. So, last we left off, our expedition had found themselves in a bit of a sticky situation, as an ambush was struck on the caravan. With young Henry not, he didn't have much of a chance, if we're being honest. He fell into the trap to begin with, and was quickly beaten and captured, by the night goblins, the Sand Sneakers. As an opening salvo of poisoned arrows were unleashed on the party, a herd of squigs unleashed, just let loose to do what they do. As you were all dealing with that, Henry was sequestered away. Luther, after the aid of Nog, was able to manage to get down in the hole away from the rampaging pink balls of death, only to be captured himself after several harrowing rounds trying to fight off 3 night gobos by his lonesome, ultimately falling to a rock to the side of the head. And as he was laid low, they drug him away, and we'll see where they ended up. So, we are going to pick up with Wolfram, Nog, and Lucian. All those on the surface, as you all realize that as you begin to take account of what is happening, it is gone somewhat quiet. The Slayers come up, begin walking towards the rest of you. You see Cragbender, the leader of the Slayers, several nasty wounds across his body. There are only 8 Slayers left out of the 20 you ventured out of the city of Corsairs with. One of them being Cragbender. As he comes up, severely wounded. Damn groby filth. Sneaky little bastards. Where's the shiny one? And the mage?
They both fell into the
They got
spike
put
pits.
down into the hole, they did.
As you look
But
down,
There's a system
Flipping globbies.
of tunnels, we assume.
they captured them. They didn't eat them on the spot. They probably
We don't know.
got a den nearby somewhere.
No.
To be sure, I feel as though we have a new mission.
As you say that, Lucian, all of you hear a deep horn resonate from the top of the mountain. I mean, it shakes the ground a little bit.
Riders abroad.
If Luther was here, he would be experiencing something much more profound than what you guys are about to witness. As there's a stirring out at sea. As you all begin to look back, you see a ginormous shape beginning to emerge out of the distant waves. The Slayers look towards it. You see Wolfram, Nog, Lucian, you look out there and you see there's something coming out of the ocean itself. It is gargantuan, whatever it is. What are you guys doing?
I can't move, right?
Wolfram needs to be healed in some way.
Yeah.
He cannot move.
Who can heal?
I can.
Okay, because I can. I mean, I would probably not do very good at that.
That's going to be the first thing I'm going to try to do.
Go ahead and try to give me a heal check. These rounds are going to be imperative that we pass quickly.
Does it show what's out to sea? Is it anything that can be recognized?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Oh boy.
What you got, Lucian?
Oh,
27?
that is a 27 out of 37.
Okay. So you regain your intelligence bonus +1. So what's that for wounds that he gets back, Lucian?
My intelligence bonus?
Yeah.
It'll be 4 wounds.
So 4 wounds, Wolfram.
Oh, brother, thank you. I just remember it wasn't my fault. I didn't mean for that to happen. Thank you.
As Lucian
Il
quickly,
faut valiantly, mon ami.
yeah, he quickly patches you up, Wolfram, as best he can, keeping an eye out to see is there something moving. The ground once again begins to somewhat shake as this shape is emerging from the waves. Cragbender looks at it longingly, and he grits his teeth.
Oh no.
He said
No.
he looks towards Lucien and Nog, Wolfram. He says, "Today's a good day to die."
God damn it.
He looks towards the Slayers. Dawi, tonight we grace the halls of our ancestors. He looks towards the men, manlings. If you want to find your friends, suggest you find the hole the squigs came out of. It should lead you back to wherever they're coming from. You should leave now.
Allez, con Dieu.
As Lucien, you say that. Wolfram, you kind of like stand up shakily. Nog, also heavily wounded. You move over. Nog, you watch as the shape begins to emerge more fully. It appears to be scaled like that of like a fish or some kind of sea creature. Green scales with a white and yellow underbelly. It is huge. You see a head that is somewhat serpent-like, but then there are 4 arms attached to the serpent's body as it begins to rise up out of the waves. It is somewhere around 60 to 70 feet tall. As it rises up, it bellows up. Right as it does, it just shakes everything. Just everything begins to shake and bellow. The Slayers stand just in front of the wagon, looking at this massive creature emerging from the depths. As it does so, it begins to get down on its lower arms, begin to press into the sand. There is a large black iron collar fitted around its neck, gargantuan. That you guys, none of you have any idea what the hell any of this shit is. Too bad Luther's not here. Regardless, though, as this happens, I'm assuming the 3 of you are looking for the squig hole.
Can I grab food? Is there anything I can carry?
You're gonna try to grab something quickly, Lucian?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you give me a what was that? It wasn't dexterity. What was it? It is a... What are my skills? Hold, please. Haggle. Damn it, where are you? It's not drive either. What? Son of a bitch. Can't find it. Fuck, there's a fast hands one. What is it called? Damn it.
That would just be your dexterity score, right?
Well, no, there's something else. Hold, please. I know I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna be like, "What? You're an idiot for not knowing this." So intimidate. Dangerous language. Sleight of hand. God damn it! How did I not get that? Sleight of hand.
Oh dang, I didn't have that talent.
If you don't have sleight of hand or that skill, if you don't have sleight of hand, it'll just be a dex check. See how much you can grab quickly.
It's not great. My goodness.
Hey, success.
There's what's one level of success?
Okay, you're able to grab enough remaining rations out of the shattered wagon and the destroyed cargo to feed you guys for a day, essentially, if needed.
Cool.
You begin to quickly grab them and scoop them into a nearby sack that's laid low. You throw it over your shoulder and begin to sprint after Nog and Wolfram, who I'm assuming are looking for the hole. It's not hard to find because there is a massive, like, just trail to it, essentially, where all these bouncing creatures were leading to it. There's a massive gaping hole in the earth, at a slight decline. It's not like a drop. It's just a decline into the ground. As you guys make it to the edge, you hear screams and bellows, not of just the creature, but now of the Dowie in the distance, here to meet a slayer's end. We'll see what happens if you guys ever emerge. As the three of you venture into the darkness, we're going to cut back to Henry and Luther. So, Henry, Luther, you both awaken sometime later. Henry, you are stripped of all of your armor and armaments. Luther, same for you. Your staff is taken from you, and any weapons have been thoroughly removed. Unless either of you have stuff hidden on you, I will allow you to make I think it'd probably be sleight of hand to see if you could have hid something ahead of time, if you'd like to.
Mine, a -20.
If you have any fatigue conditions, you are, yes.
I don't know if I gained any more or not. Oh, let's go. Let's see what we got. Nope.
84? Henry did not.
I don't think I have anything too hard. Let me double check. Am I naked?
You have your robes, for sure. They did not strip those, although they are tattered and bloody. But yes.
Okay.
Did they find him attractive?
Yeah, do they find me attractive?
The Gabos do not.
They don't.
The Gabos are sexless, actually. They're not. They just exist.
Yeah, they're genderless. I will. Well, can I? Can I try to hide my dagger? I got a dagger. I never use it.
You can try.
I got one.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Okay. That's not gonna be good.
Nope.
59. That's not good.
I'm sorry, Luther.
I don't know what my score is, but that's not it.
At one point, Luther attempted to, after being captured previously, you're like, this will come in handy. You tried to hide it in your robes, and it either fell out or it was taken at some point, Luther. When you wake up, you're like, damn.
Only question I have.
Yes.
Did they take the pendant around my neck?
Let's see. Is it shiny?
It's made of silver. Melted. It's melted and
it's gone.
Okay.
Well, they took it. If it was shiny, they took it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Mistress won't be pleased.
Well, the mistress has nothing to do with the pendant.
Oh, dang.
No. Yeah.
Dang.
Something different.
It's the melted silver pendant.
Yep.
So yeah.
If it was shiny, they took it. You look over. You guys are in a dark cave of some kind. You are both bound with your hands behind your back, tied to a wooden stake in the ground.
Not my fault, though.
You're about 5 to 10 feet apart. There is the center of the room is mostly empty. It's blood-stained, like earth and sand, essentially. The cavern walls appear to be just relatively blank, with the exception of several crude drawings that have been dabbed upon them in either some kind of chalk or maybe powdered bone used to draw with. You do see there are several large bins containing refuse, or for the Gabos, this might be food of some kind. This might be like some kind of pantry, maybe, you're not sure. But there are a handful, and by handful I mean there are 3 Gabos towards the entrance of this little room that you're in. There is there is no light. There's no torchlight or anything. The light that you're seeing is there's very dim, glowing, bioluminescent kind of like fungus growing in several places. that somewhat give you just very dim lighting that allows you to see some things. Otherwise, it would be complete darkness down here. You can see 3 of these like gobos. Essentially, you don't know they're there until they begin to. They're like speaking with each other because their clothes are so dark to begin with. They're hard to pick out. You hear,
"Hi, just a taste. It's been so long since I've had a manling. Just a little fillet, right off the leg. They won't need it." Snorkus says, "Leave him alone." He says he needs to trade them to the ratties. They wants it. Especially wants the red ones. Well, what about the other one then? Fillet for him? He just a little bit. It won't spoil, I promise. I'm getting tired of yous. All of this bad talk. Enough of this. Snorky hears you. He'd tie you up and feed you the gobbler if he would. The big gobbler. The big Edie. You don't want to go there, do you? No, you're right. Go bring us some of that, some of the special ale. Do you see how I killed that stunty? Oh, yes. Right under the beard. I still has it. This conversation goes on for a little while. As the 2 of you are just kind of sitting there. Would you guys like to attempt to do anything?
Is that you, Luther? I can tell by the whining. Don't worry, Luther. I can figure out a way. I'll get us out of here.
Oh, yeah, you're just like hearing. Oh.
Whatever it is, I believe they'll take you first, so I'll do what I can. I'm going to keep trying to tangle with my wrists. I assume I'm bound in some way.
You are bound. Give me a strength check, Henry.
It's going to be possibly bad. I failed.
It's bad, Henry. You begin to flex. You're held firmly. For now.
Yeah.
If they're ever out of the room,
It's hard to tell,
Okay.
Luther.
Okay.
But what are you going to attempt to do?
if they are out of the room, I would like to create a magical flame in my hand
Okay.
and burn the rope.
Okay. With your hands behind you?
Yeah, I don't have to do any
Yeah.
hand motions or anything.
I mean,
just have
this
to
is different.
Say it.
You know, and the goblins aren't smart enough to gag you.
Yeah.
Luther, give me a perception test. It will be at -30 because you are in complete darkness.
Ooh, let me see if I can even do it. Let's see here. -30. Technically, I have a chance.
You can try. It's you can
4%
always
chance.
try.
Yeah.
4%? Holy
4%.
shit. Oh my god.
Here we go. Here we go, baby.
Nope.
45, I failed.
Okay. So Luther, it is almost impossible to tell if they are there or not. Because you can hear them occasionally, and sometimes it kind of like leaves and comes back, but it's impossible to tell if there's someone in the room or not.
Okay. If there's ever a point where I feel like it's real quiet, I might give it a go.
Okay.
Let's see.
Go ahead and why don't you give me one of your little spell casting ability roll there? You see if you can get that. See if you can get that spell off.
See if I can even do it.
Yeah.
I
I don't
cannot.
even know where he is.
Torrance anxiety.
Luther, some sparks, and Henry, a spark in this complete darkness is like. It's like a flare went off for just a for just a second, just a little like you're like you blink for a moment, you're like, huh, and Luther, you know that you just haven't caught it. And as you do, yes, Henry.
What are you doing?
Oh, I don't know. It's so bright.
As you do, you hear,
Oi! Isn't that what a shaman? I don't know. You saw that flash? Not really. I wasn't paying attention. I was taking a piss. I saw the flash. Fuck you. Make sure it ain't doing it no more. What do you want me to do? Cut off its fucking hand!
Oh shit!
And it goes, and you hear something moving in your direction, Luther. Would you guys like to do anything right now?
It'll be okay, Luther. Just look at me. Save me.
What are you gonna do?
Are our legs bound? Are we like sitting down, standing
You
up?
guys are standing up, tied to these stakes.
Okay.
So just our hands or our feet too?
So it's wrapped around your torso, and then your hands are tied behind the stake.
Can I kick out?
What are you gonna? You gonna try to reach
out? Kick
You
out
are-
to the darkness.
You are 5 feet away from Luther. You're not sure where the hell the wall is. You just
idea.
begin to like thrash about. Why don't you go ahead and give me another strength check, Henry?
Luther, do it again so I can see him.
Can I do it again?
Hold, please.
I failed.
Henry still failed.
I got 20% chance of passing.
Shit, he's trying. He's struggling. He's struggling. Luther, you will have one action before the Gabo makes it to you. What are you going to do?
Question. If
Yes.
I use a fate point to survive, will it keep my hands?
No.
They won't keep my hands? Damn.
Well, I love my hands.
What are you gonna do, Luther?
I'm going to have to. Don't have to.
Talk to him. Talk to him, Luther.
What are you gonna do, Luther?
Let's see. I'm going
Are
to.
you gonna distract them in hopes that Henry will eventually pass a check?
Ooh, even then, I can't see shit.
Yeah, I will try to make a really bright light. I can't really make a bright light, even though that succeed, I guess. I will
You gonna try to burn your bounds one more time?
try to burn my.
Yeah, go and
My
give me
binds one more time.
give me a roll, Luther. Let's see how you do.
Oh, God. Been rolling poorly tonight, boys. 12 will do it, though. That's a 12 out of success.
Just a success.
12,
Yeah.
well, no, it's 12 out of 47, so.
Okay, so 3 levels of 6.
3 levels of
Success
success, so.
5.
With that, Luther, you quickly you begin to mutter some more incantations, and a flame ignites in your hand. The bindings around your
Blazing
wrist
stars, boy.
are immediately burned through in an instant. Your hands are free, Luther. You're still tied to the stake, but there is this bright light in your hand, and as you do, you see the room laid bare. The night gobbo that's approaching you shields his eyes. He's about 6 feet from you. He's just like clutching at his face, like he's just blinded. He didn't have his hood on. Just rolling around on the ground. There's 2 more at the edge of the cavern that kind of look back and like, it's loose, it's loose, as they begin to like scamper away. As this happens, Luther, you have your flame hand free. The gobbo is going to, he's like pulled like a knife, and he's just swinging around, flailing around. Let me see. He'll have a minus 30 to this roll. He misses as he's like flailing around. He doesn't hit either you or Henry in the process.
That guy.
Henry, what would you like to do at this point?
So I can see.
You can see right now because Luther has a flame lit.
How far away is he? 5 feet?
The gobbo, he stumbled closer to try to stab whoever has the light. So we'll say he's probably within melee range.
Of a kick? Ooh, shit.
You gonna try to kick him, or are you gonna try to break free of your bonds?
I would break free, but I don't know melee brawling. But I am going to use another fate. My auto crit, basically.
Your resilience.
That's resilience.
So I can
Resilience.
break free.
Okay. With a resilience point, Henry, in this moment, he goes, and it rips free. Not only does he rip his hands free, his body comes loose as the stake he's on snaps underneath the flexing of his well chiseled physique. Just snaps around him. The bond's loose. There's a sickening crack of the wood as it splinters that reverberates down the caverns. The juice is loose. Henry's
attack
out.
this goblin with whatever means necessary.
What I mean, you're just gonna use your mitts, Henry?
Grab that steak.
Grab a piece of wood.
If I can't use it as a melee basic, I'm just going with my mitts.
It is an improvised weapon, but you do use melee. Well, I think it's. I don't know if you use melee basic for it. I gotta check for that. Hold, please.
I was unable to hide my dagger.
Improvised weapons are part of melee basic.
Yeah.
They are considered undamaging, but he doesn't have armor on, so that doesn't matter. And they only have a +1. Yeah, that's definitely going to be a hit. He fails miserably. So it's your strength bonus +1 is how much damage it does.
So 5.
5, and let me make sure that might be a head shot.
There's an arm if it's above 12 or above 10.
Yep. This is the left arm. You come down. It's still somewhat blinded right now. It's like, it's loose. It's loose. You hear him screaming out there. Luther, what are you gonna do?
I guess I'll.
You're still tied to the stake, Luther.
Okay. I will try to start it with.
Your other hand. You go. Ah! Go ahead and give me an attack roll, Luther. With your magic.
It's gonna miss.
That misses. It just whizzes past it. It's flailing around. Its shoulders all like dislocated from where Henry just hit it. It's now the Gobbo's turn, Henry. As you just struck it, it's going to try to stab you. It's still blind, though, because Luther still has his flame out. So he has a -10 to this. He fails miserably. Go ahead and roll a defensive roll, though, just in case.
Ah! Re-rolling. Oh,
Now,
so close to the 20.
I have 6 degrees of failure on his roll.
I would have, if I had a success level for the hit, I would have 4 degrees of failure.
Okay, so you still manage to get out of the way, Henry. You bring the splintered piece of wood down and just knock the dagger to the side as it's flailing around. And that's all the Gobbo can do. That's gonna bring me to Henry.
Going in. That's a 2.
Jesus. Yeah, that hits. It can't. Nope, it doesn't have enough.
So it's another
headshot too.
So it'd be 5. Do I get momentum?
You do get momentum. Mm-hmm.
So then 7.
7 wounds. On the top of the head. Is it kind of like and then it just falls dead at your feet, Henry. You bludgeoned this Gobbo to death.
Oh.
Does he have any weapons?
There's the dagger that you see laying there.
I pick it up.
Pick it up. It's like a little shiv in your hand, like a knife, but it'll do.
Luther's gonna burn the other rope off.
You'd be on the slight of the rope, which then quickly burns off. As it does, you guys hear the calls of Gobbos echoing down the cavern. They got away!
Come quick, bring all the boys.
Luther, I hope you're having more of that fancy magic.
Yes. Fancy magic. That's what I do.
Did you ever choke point?
You both
I'm
have a
going to,
single wound, by the way.
Yes, I know. I'm going to. Is there a stick that I can pick up?
Sure.
Not
Split.
pole arm length, but at least
No, like small pieces of wood
Yeah.
from Henry's broken stake.
Okay, I will take up one of those.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have to move, Henry. I don't think we can stay here. They can't fight them all off.
I don't know about you, Luther, but I can't see in the dark, so.
Yeah, I have the flame, so we're moving.
Okay.
We're running.
Shit! You guys begin to
Trying to
move
find a way out here.
out of the cavern. You're going to try to find your way out of the maze of tunnels beneath the mountain.
The opposite directions of where the noises come from.
Right, exactly.
If possible, yeah. No,
Try to
yeah.
As you guys begin to move out of the cavern, we'll slide on back to the rest of the group here. Nog, Wolfram, Lucien. The three of you moving down this long tunnel. Some of you heavily wounded. Well, pretty much all of you heavily wounded in some way. You hear the screams and bellows that literally shake the earth every so often from outside. It's hard to concentrate. Fear would set in, but you guys are already getting so far away that it's not a problem. What would you guys like to do?
Do we have time for more healing?
Are you going to take time to heal?
Can we hear anything other than this? The chaos.
Yeah,
That's going
can I do
on?
like a perception check or some kind of check to see if if we can get an idea which direction they might have dragged our friends to? Like, yeah, is there like drag marks on the tunnel?
You guys aren't all the way. I'm giving you an opportunity to, if you would like to stop now, you can, or you can wait till you can see more. You're still in the squig tunnel.
I think we should get out of the tunnel and keep going, but there's three of us, so I'm gonna put it up to the vote.
I don't go farther in. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, to go in farther in and see if we can figure out where our.
Yes.
We've got to find the sir. So
Yeah.
You guys keep moving further in. The bellows become less and less. At some point, they stop altogether. There is almost no light down here whatsoever. Are any of you going to attempt to light a torch of some kind?
No, not me.
There is no light. Nog can see. The other two of you, I mean, it's pitch
I'm
black.
covered in gunpowder, bro. Someone else can light a torch, and I will stay like a little bit out of range.
I think like half the party was like afraid of the dark.
They are.
I think I am. Yeah. In fact, I know I am. Yeah. If no one else will, I will. I guess I will put my handgun over my back and light a torch.
I can try to light one.
Lucien can hold one. Somebody's got to give me an outdoor survival roll. Let's see how you guys do. You know, Luther's not there to just light a torch for you.
I don't have that skill yet.
I have it, but it's not good. I guess if I'm the only one with it.
I've got it as well.
You guys can help each other.
Okay. I'll see how I do.
Get a +10.
Okay, so that's a 30 against a 28, so that makes
That's
it
a 20 because you got +10.
Yeah, exactly. So
there you go. Nog. I mean, he is well traveled.
Found a little food or something.
Nog reaches back into his massive pack, begins to dig around past some of his rations, and he produces some tinder. Lucien, you kind of help him find a spot because it is quite damp the deeper you've gotten into here. There's the drips of water from the ceiling so that are just echoing down some of the cavern spaces now. As you help Nog, you're able to... And he gets a small torch going, which looks like he's holding a matchstick in his hand. But he hands it off to you, and it's a full-size torch, Lucian, as you grab a hold of it and begin to light the way. Nog can see... He can't see great, but he can see a lot better than all of you in the dark. But the three of you venture forward. You come to a... not necessarily just a crossroads, but a branching path. As there are several large tunnels. There appear to be 4 large tunnels that you come to that go in different directions. There's no rhyme or reason to anything in here. There's no signage. I will need an outdoor survival roll to determine a specific location.
Dan, you are muted.
Still have a really low intel, so it won't be me.
I was gonna say, do you want to do that one, Nate?
My outdoor survival is a 33, but I'm fatigued right now.
Well, let me do the thing then.
I can help.
Yeah. Nice. 28 against a 20. See my outdoor survival. Where did it go? I had it just a minute ago. Seriously. There it is. 28 against a 26. Dang.
Just a degree of failure.
Do you get a plus 10 for helping him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the plus 10.
So, yeah, so he rolled a 38. He got a 36.
Yeah.
I thought they said 28. Oh, I see.
He's subtracting. It doesn't matter.
I see.
It fails by 2 points, unfortunately. As you're looking around, it's hard to tell where foot traffic would go. You can tell where the squigs came from. There are 4 tunnels. The 2 tunnels in the center have the markings of the same like strange grooves in the kind of like wet sand or dirt of these large caverns that signifies like the squig's unnatural bounce and gait. So the 2 in the center are where the large amounts of squigs were herded from, which leaves you with a choice, either left or right. There is no obvious direction to take.
Left.
Wolfram says left.
No.
All right. You come to the crossroads. You go left. You begin to travel down the cavern that quickly goes from a large cavern-like space where Nog is quite comfortable to a much tighter space that Nog is much less comfortable in. Spacious enough for Lucian and Wolfram to walk side by side, but Nog is beginning to have to kind of like hunch down, him being so large. As you begin to move forward, I am going to need a perception test from someone.
Let me take a shot at that, guys.
Okay.
Can I assist?
Do you have perception?
I do.
Sure. You can get a plus 10, Wolfram.
Well, thank you. That's a 6.
Good. How many degrees of success?
That's a 6 out of 51, so I think that's 4 levels of success.
Yeah, 4 levels of success.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing it was, Wolfram.
Thank you for the assistance, Lucian.
As you guys are moving forward, you watch as Wolfram, you're not, Lucian's kind of holding the torch slightly. He's slightly in the lead. Wolfram, you're behind him, and the Nog further behind you. Wolfram, you see up ahead as the light, you see just a glimmer of something shining on the ground. And you instinctively kind of like, oh, and you kind of like grab Lucian. And as you do, you stop him. And with your direction, Lucian, you bring the torch towards the ground. And you see a large metallic plate set into the ground. Looks to be some kind of spring trap. as you look down and you're like, huh. And as you see it, you see that there is a crude wire attached to the spring that goes across the ground, goes to the far wall and up. And then you look at the wall and there's a groove cut into it. As you take the torch and like move it over towards the groove, you see a massive cleaver-like blade mounted into the wall that is currently set to spring at a moment's notice.
Could this be easily avoided now that we know?
For the two of you, yes. For the large Nog, it's possible.
But he would probably have to make some kind of test to avoid it.
Or, yes, he would. Or you guys could attempt to disarm it.
Oh, yeah, I was wondering if, is there a way we can hold on to the wire so he can try and...
There is, in fact, a disarm trap skill, if I remember correctly.
I definitely don't have it.
Hold, please.
Wish we would have brought the Houndmaster or the Grave Robber along with us.
It is, in fact... It's not gamble. I think it might be sleight of hand.
So it might be sleight of hand, yeah.
I think it is.
What if I was just to stand back? Since we can see the tripwire, we know it's basically, it's a blade trap. The blade is just going to spring. We can infer the trajectory of said blade. And I just stand back with my rapier and pop the spring.
Okay. I will here's how
an intuition check or something on it.
Here's how I will allow you to do it, Lucian. I will allow you to slash it. However, you will need to make a dodge roll to avoid the blade afterwards.
Yeah, it's not worth it. There's no way to spring this thing from a safe distance.
Maybe you could. Like, I don't know, Wolfram could shoot it. You guys could attempt to throw a large rock on it or something like that. You get the idea that it is weighted.
Yeah.
Like a pebble isn't going to set it off. It'd be like a man's body weight would set it off. You also probably have come to the conclusion that the goblins are quite intelligent, and it's probably weighted so that like someone their size won't set it off, but anyone else would.
Do we see any weighty objects?
You don't necessarily see any weighty objects, but Nog is like a human bulldozer. He could literally just break off a piece of the cavern and chuck it if necessary.
Let's ask him to do that.
Let's try that.
Yeah, let's...
So Nog, you just kind of like reach over and just dig your fingers into the cavern wall and just kind of like crunch out a large hunk of rock. Go ahead and give me just a ranged attack roll, Nog.
Sure.
It's a stationary object, so I'll give you a plus 20.
Damn. How do I throw something? So just melee basic?
Ballistic skill.
Ballistic, okay, so... Well, I don't have ballistics.
BS.
You do. Right next to WS on your character sheet.
Gotcha, sorry.
Yeah.
No, that's terrible. So 22 against 70, even with a minus 20.
So Nog goes to throw it. It bounces over the plate.
Yep.
Makes a lot of noise in the process too.
Whoops.
Oh. But is it set off or he missed it entirely, right? I mean,
go ahead and roll me a D10, Wolfram.
All right. Come on.
You want to roll high for this one.
Oh, blessed lady, grant the secret returning your blessing. Oh, it's a 7. That's moderately high.
Okay, that's high enough. I'll say that the shaking of the wall did in fact set the blade off as the rock skips over it. barely. And it comes and it slams into the cavern wall. You see that the blade itself appears to be about 5 feet long and somewhere about like 6 or 7 inches thick. Just a massive, like rusted piece of metal that's been sharpened over time that just slams into the wall.
Come on, let us go. Let's get out of here before more of those arrive from the sound.
The 3 of you begin to move
Quite
forward.
loud.
As you move forward, you get to the edge of this, or the end of this tunnel space. As you do, it opens up to a much larger cavern, one that is full of stalactites and stalagmites. Some of them coming together to form large columns. There are small pools of water at various points throughout the room, throughout the cavern space. While there are no torches, there are small clusters of bioluminescent mushrooms at several points around the cavern, giving off light, almost as if they were placed, not necessarily grown, naturally in that space. As you move into this space, I'm going to need one more perception test.
I'm gonna help
it
out.
again,
I'm
Lucy
gonna help
and
out.
Nog?
Yeah, I'm gonna help out
Okay.
Wolfram on this.
Yeah. All right. Oh no. Oh shit.
A 99. It's a critical failure, I might add. So you're looking about Wolfram. I see nothing. I hear nothing. It's fine. As the 3 of you begin to move forward, you start to hear shouts from one of the nearby tunnel systems. Shouts. It got away! Get it! Get it! Shouts and screams bellowing out as you look in that direction. Are you guys moving in that direction, or are you moving towards a different tunnel system?
I'd say we move towards the shouts, but that's
Yeah, I mean,
me.
if we hear,
Let's do it.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure I'll see any
Wolfram
trouble.
and Lucian begin to move that way. As you take a few steps, there is a tripwire that Wolfram was somewhat like, this way, gentlemen. He takes a step and pink. Huh? I need the 3 of you to give me dodge rolls.
Oh, shit.
Is that a Thunder Dex?
That's dodge. It's agility based.
Agility,
There it is. Okay.
it's a
Oh yeah,
basic
no,
skill.
that's a failure. On
Okay.
me. Total two levels.
How'd you do, Lucian?
That is. Dang, I thought I'd taken more than that. That is normally a success, but as I'm fatigued, it is a failure.
One failure.
I will spend my very last fortune point to
Make it a success.
Yes.
Okay. So Lucian and Wolfram, you hear something large moving towards you. Instinctively, the 2 of you duck down. Ah! Nog's just standing there. Huh? As a massive stalactite that has been tied to the roof with some kind of chain is loosened right into his chest for
That's bad.
26 wounds. Nog.
Oh my god.
Nog is whatever that means minus 9.
Shit.
16. What is that? 17 wounds dead.
So Nog, let me roll in the critical wound table for you real fast. To the chest, Nog is going to get a. Unless you want to roll it, Nog, it's up to you. Do you want to roll the D100 or do you want me to roll it?
I mean, if it's gonna be, do I have anything to keep this from happening?
No, you do not.
52.
52. Okay. 52 is a cracked rib. You and Henry got one of these as well. So your ribs crack under the large. I mean, this thing probably weighs as much as Nog does. As it strikes him in the chest, and he's lifted off his feet and thrown into the cavern. You gain a broken bone as your ribs are broken.
Lovely.
And you've
Put that under like my conditions.
Yes. So your ribs are cracked. It hurts really bad as you fall backwards.
Well, what about being like negative 16 wounds? What does that do?
Well, you don't go to negative. You go to 0.
Okay, so
yeah,
I'm just saying.
You're currently just laying there at 0, like all fucked up. As that takes place, you hear,
"Oi, someone down here too."
And
lovely.
As that happens, that's what we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh, come on.
Damned.
Oh, man.
Damn, bro.
Oof. Sorry.
Damn, bro.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
You know?
We're running low on time, you know?
It comes and it goes, you know?
It comes and it goes. So, let's do favorite moments of the night, you know? Let's start with, old Wolfram.
Oh, man. It might be you doing the two goblins talking about eating Luther. I just watched Lord of the Rings again last week, and all I could think of was like, what about his legs? They don't need legs. And but that's definitely my favorite moment, man. Although I did enjoy just
it was
squid meat flying everywhere, man.
It was a lot.
Yeah,
did real good. How about the old Nog? Favorite moments of the night.
I gotta say, that ending was pretty good, but also, just failure after failure. Nog was like, it was, I felt like I had a pot over my head the whole night. I was just bumping around, bumbling into things, doing my best to help Henry and try and keep Luther safe, and nothing. So getting smacked at the end with some stalagmites, that's what else could go wrong?
What else could go wrong? What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, what's the worst that could happen?
It's fine.
It's gonna be fine.
Exactly, it's all gonna be fine. And don't worry, I'm sure you'll be hot next sesh. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. How about Luther Steinhauer? Favorite moments of the night.
I don't know. I guess it was worthless Slayer's dying. I'm glad.
Worthless.
Whoa.
They were pretty useless.
Sacrilege.
How dare you?
Hey,
Sorry, I know.
They carved off hit points off of this swarm.
yeah, they did.
Did they?
They did.
Did they? Damn it!
They did attract the first. They did attract the first goblin attack. Their revelry and carousing and such.
It's true.
I don't know. I guess I don't know.
You got nothing? Hated the whole session. This game sucks. I don't want to play anymore.
We just got the shit beat out of us for 3 hours. I don't know. I guess
You got to burn some ropes.
Lucian did some things, he stabbed some.
Lucian did some stuff.
Some squigs,
He did.
He did one
from shot
fighters,
some
did.
squigs. Yeah, that was good. You did it.
I guess that's it. There we go. Thanks a lot, Luther.
The murder one was cool,
You don't know what it was. You don't know what it was.
It was a murder worm.
Yeah, that murworm.
Yeah.
We'll tell you all about it.
I'll tell you all about it later. How about Lucien? Lucien Levesque. Favorite moments of the night?
I did enjoy putting an end to that swarm of squigs.
You did. You
Seeing
Go, bro.
the virtual dice, 00, and then tink 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 1.
It's sometimes you can't ask for a better ending than that.
Quite the feeling.
It was great. I loved it. Last but not least, Henry Berthold.
Lucian did more work than the Slayers did.
Oh, Jesus.
Wolfram, crit failed, causing Nog to go unconscious. That was very nice. And I had a friend down in the tunnels with me.
That friend down in the tunnels, Luther and Henry, side by side.
But I'm just glad I wasn't alone.
It's true. It's glad you weren't by yourself. If I had a favorite moment, since it tied, I felt obligated to do them both. I don't know what it was. So you got to see them both.
I was wondering about that.
You didn't get to experience the Merworm firsthand. That would have been so great. But I flipped my coin, and you got the mountain first before the sea. So there is that. Maybe we'll get to see more, whatever that is, at the later point. Who knows? Regardless, though, good sash. It went pretty well. I rolled hot for a little while. I'm sorry it happened. I rolled several crits tonight. I don't know what was going on.
We know.
I know.
We roll hot.
I don't know what was going on. It was happening. It happened tonight. Well, you didn't suffer too badly. Not too badly. But regardless, though.
Only what? One fate point and
only one fate point.
Couple of resilience points.
Couple of resilience points. You guys are fine. So awesome game, guys. Regardless, though. And with that, let's do an old viewer decision for next time. This will be an interesting one because this is the feast or the famine. Go ahead and vote down below in the comments section for the feast or the famine. That's all I'm going to give you. So it could be good, it could be bad. It could, you never know. We'll see how it goes.
Some nurgle plow, we're going to eat it and die.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
It's always bad.
You have no idea.
It's going to be a Slaneshi coven, and there's going to be like gluttony, and it's going to be like the worst thing freaking ever.
They're going to eat us.
Feast or famine, gentlemen. Feast or famine. That's all I want to know. Go ahead and leave comments down below. We love reading them. Gives you guys an opportunity to interact with the session as well. So make sure you do that, and of course, make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And go ahead and check out the lovely Dan Decker. I've got links in the comment section to several of his social media outlets. And that's about that. So thank you guys, everybody out there, for watching. Do make sure to vote down below, and we look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Have a good day.